Welcome. My name is Maurizio Napolitano and I am an NGI influencer. I am here today to introduce you a topic related to the world of NGI, the world of digital commons, the world of open data, the project OpenStreetMap as a collaborative ecosystem serving society and business. To speak with you about this topic, I want to go in three directions. The goal of today with me my goal of today with you are in three ideas. The first goal that I want to have that everybody understand after my presentation is that OpenStreetMap is made by people like you. So this means that OpenStreetMap is a common created by different people when everybody can have an important and very important role to increase this benefit for the society. For this reason, when you think that OpenStreetMap is a meeting point of different people, you can understand that is also an important ecosystem. Ecosystem because different people connected, speak, define rule, and there is also the respect of the people with the other. And innovation is a very important topic because it's aggregation of data. The data is a common good for everybody, and from the data the people can create new ideas. This is very important. This means that is a innovation, and for this reason you can understand why OpenStreetMap plays an important role in the world of the digital commons. So, this is the way that I want to use today to speak with you. The first, I need to explain to you what is OpenStreetMap. The second, I want to explain to you what is the social value, and the third is how the business use OpenStreetMap in this direction. So, to begin, we need to understand what is OpenStreetMap. To understand what is OpenStreetMap, you can think to go on the website www.openstreetmap.org, and from here you can see a map. There is a map, but it's not enough to understand what is OpenStreetMap. The best solution is if you go directly on the word about. If you go on the word about, you find this definition. This definition explains to you what is OpenStreetMap. And you can see OpenStreetMap powers map data for different services. You can say website, mobile, and other. And there is also a definition that is connected with the goals of my introduction before. The goals that you can read is built by a community of mappers. And which kind of data collect the people? You can see maintain data about roads, trails, cafes, so high data with a light information, and the data with a low level information, but a lot of details. And another point, very important, are the three keywords you can read here. The first, open data, so means that everybody can reuse it. The second, community driven. This means that it's not only data, there are people behind. And the third, local knowledge. Local knowledge means that inside OpenStreetMap you can find a lot of information with a lot of details. So the data connected that you can find in OpenStreetMap means that are data with a lot of details, always where is a community ready to play. But the different of information you can find in OpenStreetMap is more as other kind of maps. The map of OpenStreetMap is only the head of the iceberg, what is behind. Behind there are a lot of local knowledge, and local knowledge means also love. But for this reason, please forget the idea that OpenStreetMap is an alternative to Google Maps. If you are looking for the services you can find inside of Google Maps, you are in the wrong way. OpenStreetMap is much more. OpenStreetMap is data. If you go inside the Google Maps, you can't have the data. If you are in Google Maps, you have only services to query the data. And it's important, I think, that Google Maps actually is one of the best and more efficient system for the geographical information for the people. If you go in OpenStreetMap, you can map, you can say also a geocoder. Geocoder is you write a name of a place, you obtain the map with the coordinates. You can find also a system to routing to go to a point to another point. You can't find actually in the main website some review like you can find in Google Maps. Google Maps is a service. It's a service driven by the demand of the company, of the users. There are the users that are asking where are the restaurants, and you open inside the Google Maps you find the restaurant. Not only, you can find also the review, what is more reachable to you, compare with your preference and other. In OpenStreetMap, you can find the restaurant without review. You can find only the data about the restaurant, but a lot of details, the kind of food, how is built the restaurant, not only the main entrance, but also is on different level, other kind of information. So, what is the big difference? If you go inside OpenStreetMap, you find data and community. The community create a lot of tools, and you can find a lot of tools outside OpenStreetMap, a lot of network of tools, so a lot of innovation. So you have to think more that OpenStreetMap is an enabler as innovation, and Google Maps is a system of innovation, okay, but only connected to single services. So OpenStreetMap is not alternative. It's better to say that OpenStreetMap is a commons because it's open data. And open data is a very important resource to build innovation, to create knowledge. So now is the moment to understand how it works OpenStreetMap. And to help you to understand this, you have to go in this direction. You go in the website of OpenStreetMap, and here, over me, you can see edit. You can edit the map. You can choose. So what I mean, if there is a mistake, you can correct it. It is amazing. Some people have fear about this because everybody can correct, everybody can modify the map. Yes, it's possible, but I think everybody of you have to share a story where a map like Google Maps, TomTom, what you want, add error, enter an error inside, and maybe you trusted the system routing it this way and you find the wrong way, or you are in the wrong position. And so step data a map is a big work, and so the possibility for everybody to edit the map is an enrichment. And after you go inside OpenStreetMap, if you go inside, you can see the possibility to add information. Here is the website, you go inside and you choose an element on the map, and you have a list of different attributes. For this reason, I told you before that OpenStreetMap is the map is only the head of the iceberg, because if you read the list of the object you can find here of the attributes is very long. The representation of the map is only one representation of all the potential data that are inside OpenStreetMap. But to understand better what is, you have to think how many people are connected now. And this application show you some very, very important. I'll show you now. This application, okay, is a video or about what happens some minutes ago. But if you go on the website has name Show Me the Way, you can see the last 2-3 minutes of data contributed by the community. And it's amazing because in this image you can see that the image move around the world. This is a representation, this mix data in different ways, not the really way that all the people involved in this animation use the data to contribute to OpenStreetMap. But you can see some people around the world in this moment, or 2 minutes ago, or 3 minutes ago, spend time to add information like the pavement of a street, the name of the street, the number of the steps, the level of the building, recreate an area, give a lot of information. And if, from my point of view, what is here in this map, in my point of view, there is a lot of love of the people for the territory, love to share the data, love to help another people. And maybe you think I am crazy, but after my presentation, I am sure that you can say the sentence like me. And this is a pipeline that shows you how the people collect the data in OpenStreetMap. the pipeline is how the product works, or you can work with OpenStreetMap. So we can start from here over. You can see different kind of tools to participate. There are some tools that are a little bit curious. Okay, you can say computer, smartphone, but for example, this the invoice. This is amazing. If you think an invoice is not a geospatial data, but inside the invoice there are a lot of information that I can, with my mind, with my brain, enrich the data inside OpenStreetMap. How? For example, on the invoice there is the name of the shop, the name of the shop, the kind of shop, and also the location, the house number, also the phone number. So I can collect the data from here and enrich OpenStreetMap. This enrichment is amazing because from this enrichment that you can do directly inside the system I showed you before, come from different way. You can put data from open data, you can collect the data with your smartphone, by tracking over satellite images, or with your local knowledge because you know the name of the shop, the house number. Different way to contribute, and this is amazing because there is a lot of innovation, a lot of curiosity, a lot of idea to collect the data in different way. And after you collected the data, you obtain, okay, the first maps, not one maps, more as one maps. For example, this map here on the corner top right is a watercolor representation. Watercolor representation is nice. It's not a useful map to move in a city, but is artistic map that everybody can use. You can print it and use, for example, as paper for the gift for your wife. About my wife, what you see here, this bag, is very important. This bag for me, because this bag is made with a map of OpenStreetMap over the bag, the map of OpenStreetMap. The story behind is the story of one of my friend, Adelaide. I met her during a workshop about OpenStreetMap. I told the possibility to create not only maps for paper or digital, but also things. And she told me, I have a big idea. And after some months, she contacted me and she told me, with your idea, I started to create these bags. It's a dress map. You can choose area of a place, you can choose an object to have over the map, and this print for you your custom bags. Nice. And for this reason, I acquired this bag with a map of the city of my wife. My wife is from China, I am from Italy, she's from Dalian. And was my presence for her. She moved in Dalian one day, and in the moment that she was outside the airport, some people asked her, wow, nice your bag, where you find it? And she told, this map come from Italy. In Italy? Yes. And in Italy, no, where is Dalian? And I think this story is amazing, like the story here. This map you can see here with the ends over, you see here, the map, is a touchable map. So you have to think, the love of the people to collect the data, to put inside OpenStreetMap, can create a touchable map for everyone. And blind people can understand where are. I have a story also here. One of my friends, I met her during a hackathon where we start to speak about maps, and I introduced the project Map Toucher. With the Map Toucher you can choose an area, and the area creates for you a STL file ready for a 3D printer to create a touchable map. She told me that the former mayor of the city of Cuneo is a blind guy, and she told me, I want to print the map and I want to give to him the map. In the moment that this guy received the map, the touchable map of the city, said, this is my city, amazing. It's the first time that I can watch my city by touch. And again, I think this is amazing, because this is, again, the love of the people to enrich the data and what is possible to do. And we are talking about data, and the last from OpenStreetMap you can also extract the data in different way. So you can understand this pipeline. There is not only a pipeline, it's much more. There is the fantasy to collect the data, the fantasy to create maps, but also things, and also the possibility to have data to reuse and to go in different way. So we can analyze, for example, the different and innovative ways to contribute. How the people contribute? What are the systems that the people are using? Well, one example is by using the gamification. This is a simple application. I suggest you use Street Complete. It's an application that you can install in your smartphone, Android, and you spend your time. You are, for example, are you waiting for the bus? You can open the smartphone, choose the application. The application starts to ask you some questions to solve. The questions to solve are only information to enrich the data inside OpenStreetMap. Is in a gamification way, because every time you play, you obtain more points. But there is also a system more traditional and also innovative. In this website, Sketch Tool Map, you have to go on the website, you choose your area. After you choose your area, you can say here, you obtain a paper. Or you can write on the paper what you want. You add so details information, and after this you can put the data inside the SketchMap pools, and the software extracts the information geolocated for you, and you can use it. Always by using the smartphone, you can collect the data with Mapillary. Mapillary is an application that you can use. You move with your smartphone, you take pictures, and after you can see here, after you move it, the system can extract information about objects. Like for example here the signals. It's not only a system like Street View where you can reconstruct the way that the people use it, so you can see, but you can also use the artificial intelligence to extract information. The information extracted, you can also create the 3D point of cloud, but not only. You can extract the data like signals, and you have the authorization to put this data inside OpenStreetMap. Another way, there are different ways to contribute, I told you the slide, but there are some innovation, because with the SketchMap tools, Mapillary, are the possibility to have more other kind of tools that you can reuse in different way. For example, SketchMap tools, there is no network, you can use it. Mapillary, you want to show your city, or you want to show a place where nobody visited, it's impossible to go, you can go. And later, from the data, you are different products. So, a very famous situation is to have application apps. You can see here some application like Osmand and Organic Maps are two software that you can use the data offline, and not only offline, but the power is also that there is the translation in different languages. There are the details of the people inside, and this can help you better to move around the world. It's very important about in the world of the hiking. But there are also tools for any kind of task about routing. For example, here on the left, you have a system where Curviger, where you choose a point to another point, and the system creates for you the way with a more or less curvature. So you can, if you like to go with the motor and if you want to move in this direction or the other direction, this system gives you for you what is the best way with a wrong or better curvature index. Here on the right, there is other kind of routing system. For example, if you want to reach one point to another point with a wheelchair, and this is okay. Another point important, because the people on the wheelchair need to have a better pavement or a particular way where are protected and others. So you put inside OpenStreetMap, and later with the open service you obtain this kind of tools. Or we can have also paper. For example, in Mapposmatic, you choose area, the area creates for you a grid, so you can see here the grid, and on the grid under the map you have the name of the streets, and for each streets you have the square where is. For example, via Roma B5, and you move B5, you can find the street. But if you like the sport about orienteering, there is also a possibility to create the custom maps for orienteering. Again, you choose the area, you add here the points about the competition, and the system creates for you a paper with the official version. And later there is also a possibility of third dimension. The third dimension, you can see here the touch mapper I told you before, but there are also representation about 3D. The 3D depends. If the people spend the time to add information like the levels, better if you can see add the height of each level of the building, better. But if it is not present, you can do the level. If the level are not present, some software can try to say, okay, this is a official building, a monument, is a government building, higher is a residential building, not high. But the representation, more you add the data and more you obtain to have this kind of representation 3D. So now we have to move about the social value of OpenStreetMap. You can understand it's very easy to participate, to add the data inside OpenStreetMap. So you can participate by adding data to help people, like before I told you the information about wheel maps. There is the map wheelmap.org that is connected with OpenStreetMap, where you can in very simple way add information about places where it's possible to reach or not possible to reach with the wheelchair, and you can add details here. But again, social value, the more and most important project is the Humanitarian OpenStreetMap team. Humanitarian OpenStreetMap team is an ONG ready to help the people to collect geographical data in places where we need a humanitarian response. And from here, you can contribute. So if you go on the website task.openstreetmap.org, you can help after your registration with your OpenStreetMap account. You can help to update data about places where the people now need help. So this is a map. I take the screenshot some weeks ago. This is the places where in the world the people need help. Earthquake in Morocco, you choose the area. After you choose the area, you can contribute. How you can contribute? For example, by tracking the building or tracking the streets. So we understand the humanitarian response teams can understand where are the people, where to move, if a road is good or not good, are simple tasks that everybody can do. And I like a lot to share with you this amazing story. This is a story about Marco and Davide. Marco and Davide are friends through the data. Marco is a researcher for GRC, and is also connected with the Polymappers, organization of students inside the Politecnico Milano that spend the time to enrich data in OpenStreetMap to help the people around the world. And one day Marco decided, together with the Polymappers, to organize a mapathon, so a moment of organization to collect data inside OpenStreetMap with 200 kids, with the idea to complete a task. The task was to draw the building of area in Swaziland to understand where are the people to eliminate the malaria. Marco started the project with 200 kids, happy with the supervision of some people, and completed the task. Was a big success. Marco moved to the conference State of the Map, the conference, international conference in Heidelberg. We meet every year. There is the conference where you can have the information. You have all the news about the projects. You can meet the people that help OpenStreetMap to grow. and moved in Heidelberg, and he met Davey. Davey works for ONG in Swaziland, the same place of the project made by Marco. Marco had asked Davey, what is your role? What you do? I work in the ONG in Swaziland, but I don't know if you know where is Swaziland. Marco, Swaziland, I know where it is, I know very well. Organized a marathon with kids. David, no, amazing. I have to say to you, thank you. Thank you a lot. You helped me a lot. You can understand what happened. My goal, my role for TSG in Swaziland is to create new bridge to give the opportunity of the kinds to reach the schools. But to understand this, I need to understand where are the buildings in Swaziland, and until your work I started alone to draw the different buildings. But one day on the morning I found the complete coverage and I give you all this to help you about this project. Thanks a lot. So friends, through the data, and this is amazing what is possible to do with your time. The idea to use OpenStreetMap is not only by the HOT, there is also the UN. UN trusts a lot the reuse of OpenStreetMap, trust a lot the collaboration of the geospatial information, and for this reason they created the project to reach altogether the reuse of OpenStreetMap. And they stress a lot that people say, please use OpenStreetMap. You can read here. UN plays is a mission, a unit that collect data and ask to the mappers to work together about this. So there is also a award by the international organization, the Digital Public Source says OpenStreetMap is a digital good. This is a news of February 2024. The news is spread by also the OpenStreetMap Foundation, and is amazing what is the social value that how OpenStreetMap can help the people. But now we can move also in another point, how the business use OpenStreetMap. There are the data, and so it's the possibility to use the data. And how the people the company use the data. You can see here, this is a representation of a different approach of the people, of the organization to use the data. You can see we have the possibility to create a new product from the data, but there also the possibility to discover new talent, because OpenStreetMap is ecosystem application. You see before, so application used by the people, and with this kind of application, later the people can say, maybe you are very talented, you can help me. You can, for example, correct the data, you can inform me about what happened, or maybe you create a new application that as a company we can create a company or can be acquired from the company. In most of the cases, the companies move inside OpenStreetMap because they are looking for an alternative or Google Maps, or they want to have the data. They want to have the data to create. But after from here, with the data, to have the data that have a complete coverage of the world, is more easy to create application that can be sold everywhere. And after this, the company understand another point very important. They can be part of the project. So part of the project is nice, because it's not only I use the data. It's not only I find new products, because there are a lot of open source software that I can use. I can find talented people, but it's also how I can play a relevant part in the project. And this idea comes from different players. One of the most famous players is here, is Meta. Meta started to enjoy OpenStreetMap for even one reason. They started to have the map inside Facebook. So the map inside, and the map is better that is a map produced by the owner of the website, because what is over the map is decided from the producer of the map. So Meta says, no, I want to have my personal map. So to have my personal map, I need the data. They start to acquire the data from some companies. But there was a problem. The problem was in Thailandia. Thailandia acquired the data, but the data is not enough to create a map. So they move around, look at the data from the administration, but again, poor data, and found the data inside OpenStreetMap. Started to use OpenStreetMap and say, we need to complete area. So to complete area, ask it to the people inside, so looking for tunnels, the people inside OpenStreetMap. After this, they acquired some people inside. But to be faster, they used artificial intelligence to track from a satellite image the information like building and streets. The artificial intelligence trained with the data of OpenStreetMap and created this software, Map with AI, where from satellite images extract information like building and streets, and inside inside Facebook there are some people ready to say the name of the street, the name of the building, and also help the artificial intelligence to be better. So now Meta is a part of the project of OpenStreetMap. They collaborate in the grooving of the application. And not only Meta is involved in this idea. There are other players like Amazon, like Microsoft, like TomTom. Every time we met during the conference OpenStreetMap, we started to find people from the big company. And the big company, after a discussion, started to say, now we are ready to create a new foundation. The name is Overture Maps. You can say here what is Overture Maps. And start to create the project to give to the people not only the data of OpenStreetMap, but also the data owned by this company. What are the company? You can see here the list. Is an amazing list, because you can see Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, TomTom, but not only, there is also Esri, because it's a grooving. Behind there is also the Linux Foundation. And the idea is that we are part of the project, and inside OpenStreetMap there are the data. In Overture Maps you can find some data like buildings, like streets, like places, like borders. And there is also a relation with OpenStreetMap. You can read here the relations, that the idea is to be compliant, to work together, to think only about data, to have the data inside OpenStreetMap mixed together with the data owned by the company, use a license compatible, so it's always open data, with OpenStreetMap, and offers some products with only the attributes needed by this company, that are also the attributes needed by the normal normal request from the market. And you can see here what is the difference between OpenStreetMap and Overture Maps. And you can read on the last sentence, Overture members are encouraged to contribute to OpenStreetMap directly. So is a collaboration, is what happened behind. So the conclusion is, you can see what is the power of OpenStreetMap. It's very easy to understand that OpenStreetMap is a commons, is a digital commons, is very important for the society, not only for the society. Or you can see in this image here is a place where public administrations, activists, mappers, companies meet together in OpenStreetMap to create a benefit for everybody. So this is my last message. So OpenStreetMap is a point where people meeting. This process to OpenStreetMap is an innovation lab. that can create value for both society and business. And there are here only my last point. You can find this presentation online if you want. Here you can have the list of all the resource listed, and not only, you can find also more information. You can take the picture here if you want to say to reach the slide, or you can go in this URL over. And if you need to contact me, please don't hesitate to contact me, and also to contact everything made by the NGI initiative. So thank you a lot. Bye bye, to the next time, and please contribute to OpenStreetMap, because OpenStreetMap is made by people like you.